tender-hearted people who want to serve others, who want to show up but are afraid of being seen, or people saying things that hurt your feelings because you identify as tender-feeling. Okay, hey, I'm Brandy. I'm a mindset mentor and a body sensation defunculator. And I'm going to talk about when you offer something to the world and then it seems like people are attacking you. Okay, so you get to decide what it means when people respond to you. So I have a video, and in that video, I talk about having a good mind, a good brain, and a good body. And then I talk about having a good brain and a good body. And I am wearing the equivalent of a bikini. And in that video, I am 56. And I say, this body is 56 years old. All right, so then I get a response. And this person says, I must ask, you are older than 56, right? Question mark, this emoji. And look, here's what, because to me, cheat codes about what's going on in your head show up out of your mouth. So I say, must. Tell me about your must. Tell me what drives you that you must ask me. I'm curious. Because the must was the first thing that I was like, I don't think they're talking to me. And then they said, you think you're making a point here? Question mark. You want me to Google, quote, must, unquote, for you? I'm 60. I take care of my body by eating healthy so I don't end up with diabetes, cholesterol, and so on, comma, no other reasons. And my response was, I was asking a question and you answered it right there. So look, they weren't asking me about my age. And I'm 57 now, but they weren't really asking me about my age. They weren't really actually talking with me. What this ended up doing, and what you're going to notice that you also do when you open up your mouth, and not just on the internet, in your life, you open up a door for people to open up their mouth and show you and themselves something about themselves. All right? So this person asked me a question about my age. And when I asked back, because of the must part, that was very intriguing to me, the must part. What they responded was an affirmation of themselves. I am this years old. I take this care of my body in this way to avoid these things. Do you see? It wasn't about me. I just happened to be a mirror that they saw something in, and then they got to affirm something about themselves to themselves. Isn't that cool? So now look, I could have, at first, of course, my tummy goes clang because there's an old, when I would go into the grocery store and I had my dogs with me, they would jump in the front seat. So I would come outside and I would see the dogs in the front seat and I would say, puppies don't drive. And they knew that meant get in the back seat. All right, so those dogs are like the shadows of the sensations used to have and the thoughts that used to run me ragged, okay? So the puppies that jumped up in were, there's something wrong with your body. This lady thinks there's something wrong with you. She's about to rip your body. Like all of these things, these old shadowy things. These puppies, they don't drive. They sit in the back seat, hang their head out the window. But so I thought when she first responded and said the thing, I thought, ugh. And I felt the clench in my belly. And I reminded myself I have feet, and I spread out my toes. And I listened far away, because that takes the focus from this, and it gives my brain something to do. Brain, your toes, you've got feet. Brain, listen far away. Is there a train? Brain, come back. What do I smell? Brain, listen far away again. Brain, look outside and see that there's a tree and a bird and a butterfly. Brain, come back to me. And then, because at first, when you feel cornered, when you're cornering yourself with all, you're letting the dogs get in the front seat, your vision starts to do this, down to the, they don't like me. What the fuck is wrong with this person, right? It's just a natural, healthy human brain thing. So your vision starts to do that. And when you can expand your vision, notice your toes, listen far, come back close, listen far, look far. What does your mouth taste like? Then what you're doing is you're taking this tight up sensation and you're spreading it out. And you're giving your brain not something opposite to think about, but something different to focus on. Focus there, focus here, focus there, focus here. And then, because I've taught myself, because I love brains, and I love that this person gave me this beautiful invitation for me to offer mirrors to y'all. So you can start to see, oh, this thing, when I call myself tender or an empath, or I can't be around people who are brusque, or I can't tolerate being seen, you get to notice, oh, I do that. I can hear that. I do that already in this way. Humans, we're amazing. If you want to come and play with me and learn how to do this with a groovy group of people, over here is a little button. It has my face. Mash that. Mash Brandy Moran Coach link, and then go to Sturdy Hall. It's on School. It's a free group. And thank you, person, for asking the question. Boop, boop.